Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends, to all the people who are watching this presentation. So, our group that consists me, myself is Hagan Muhammad Aulia, and my fellow partner is Elshanti Florencia Audrey, will present about the database system audit today. So, let's move on to the next slide. So for the introduction itself first, a database system audit ensures that the data managed through DBMS remains accurate, secure, and available. In today's digital era, databases are central to operations, requiring strong data management, control over access, validation, and recovery. Effective audits help prevent data manipulations, leaks, and disruptions while ensuring compliance with standards and regulations. So in the next page, we'll talk about the data management approach. So the database management system, DBMS, software for managing data. So its function itself is storing and organizing data. The second one is access control and security. The third one is providing backup and recovery mechanisms. And the last one is supporting auditors with an audit trail. So the data management approach are the data model. The first one is hierarchical model, a parent-child structure, efficient for data that changes infrequently. And its weakness is difficult to flexibly handle complex relationships. So the second model is the network model. It supports many to many relationships, and it is suitable for complex applications, but it is really complicated to maintain. The third model is relational model. It is table-based data, popular, flexible, and easy to use, and it is supported by almost all modern DBMS. And the last model is the object-oriented model. It stores multimedia data, images, video, audio, and it is suitable for modern applications such as AI, IoT, and e-commerce. So the role of DBMS in auditing, it is to provide user activity logs. It is to enforce the security policies, access privileges. It is to ensure data consistency across applications. It is for making easier for auditors to verify transactions. And lastly, it is becomes a key tool in data-driven fraud detection. So here are the key elements of the database environment. The role of actors in a database is database administrator. DBA maintains security, integrity, and backups. Second one is systems and application programmer, creates and maintains database applications. And web designer developer, it is to connect databases to web applications. And last one is end users, uses data for operational and analytical purposes. So the next one is database environment control. Integrity. The first one is integrity. Data must be accurate and consistent. The second one is security, authentication, encryption, firewalls, access control. Third one is validation, ensuring input complies with business rules. Fourth one is recovery, the ability to recover after a failure or hacker attack. And last one is availability, ensuring the database system remains operational 24/7. So the distribution concepts and model. First one is distributed database. Databases in different locations but connected to each others. And the distribution models are first one is simple, PC mainframe host. Second one is complex, databases across multiple divisions. And the third one is true distribution, data replicated across multiple locations. So here are the distribution benefits. First one is decentralization, shared workload. Second one is faster data accesses at local locations. Third one is flexible system integration across branches. Fourth one is supports multinational or multi-office enterprises. And the distribution challenges are, first one is data synchronization complexity. Second one is risk of data update conflicts. The third one is security issues in intersite networks. Fourth one is it requires inconsistent backup and recovery standards. And the last one is more difficult to audit than a single database. Okay, so for the next presentation will be presented by my friend Audrey.
Okay, thank you, Hagan. So next one, we will talk about the BMS control and audit. So the main goal of the DBMS control and audit is to maintain the integrity, security, availability, and reliability of data. So first one, we go to the access control. So access control, the used for role-based access control, like the simple one is RBAC. Next one is multi-level permission, like admin, user, and guest. And the last one is prevent unauthorized access to sensitive data. Next one is on the authentication and authorization. That's mean strong password policy and multi-factor authentication. And the last one is least privilege principle, like user only get what they need. And the next one is data integrity control. There are entity integrity, like each table has a unique primary key. Next one is referential integrity, like valid foreign key relationship. And the last one is transaction integrity, like ACID, compliance, like atomicity, consent, durability. And next one is audit trail and monitoring. That means logs every user activity, tracks who, what, when change occurred, and this one is useful for fraud detection and investigation. Can we next slide? So next one, we still talk about the DMS control and audit. Next one is concurrency control. That means working mechanism to prevent update conflict. And then the last one is isolation level, like read committee and serializable and etc. Next one is security control. That means the data encryption, like at rest and in transit. Next one is firewall and intrusion detection system, like IDS. And the last one is database hardening and patch management. And the last one from the DBS control, we must do backup and recovery, like regular backups, like daily, weekly, or monthly. We must also define RPO, recovery point objective, and RTO, recovery time objective. And the last one, we must do disaster recovery planning for system failures. Next. So and procedure control and audit. In this slide, we must verify that only authorized user can access the database. Next one is access reliability of backup and recovery mechanism. Confirm the data integrity, like no corruption or manipulation. Ensure compliance with standard like ISO 27001 or SOX or GDPR. Next one, we must do evaluate monitoring and logging effectiveness. And the last one, we must verify a system ability according to SLA. Next. So we will talk about the audit produce. The first one we must planning. That means we define audit scope like access, security, and integrity. Next one, we must review the policy like check database policy and password rules. Next one, we must access control testing like we verify if users can bypass the restriction. Next one, we must transaction testing, like we validate asset compliance and rollback mechanism. Next one is log review, like we analyze audit trails for abnormal activity. Next one is backup and recovery testing, like we ensure data can be restored. A vulnerability assessment, like we patching, encryption, and configuration. And the last one, we miss reporting, like we summarize finding and recommendation. Next. So what the challenge of DBMS audit? First one, their large data volume make manual verification is difficult. The second one is distribute database increase complexity. The third one is presence of shadow database outside of official IT control. The fourth one is insider threats like legitimate access misuse. And the last one is new technology like cloud DB, big data, compliance control. The next one. So, what the best practice for DBMS audit? First one, we apply least privilege principle for user roles. The second one is use automate monitoring tool for activity logs. The third one is conduct regular penetration tests on database. The fourth one is audit backup and recovery produce frequently. The fifth one is audit global standard like COVID and EST, also the ISO 27001. And the last one is perform periodic review of user roles and access rights. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Yeah. So the next one is the study case. We took the FinServ. So FinServ, a regional financial services company, relies on a distributed database to support its mobile banking platform, and IT audit revealed that the developer had direct access to the production database. Audit logs exist but were never reviewed. Also, the backups were performed, but no recovery tests had been conducted. And the management is concerned about data integrity, security, and compliance with industrial regulation. So, as an IT auditor, what should be your top priority in evaluating FinServ database system and why? Okay, we can go next to the next slide. So for the conclusion for our presentation is auditing a database system is essential to ensure that organizational data remains accurate, secure, and available. This requires a solid data management approach, understanding the key elements of the database environment and addressing the complexity of distributed database. Effective DBMS control and audits, including access restriction, integrity checks, monitoring, backup, and recovery, help protect against data manipulation, authorizes access, and system failures. With strong controls and regular audits, organization can safeguard their most valuable asset, that is information, while ensuring compliance with industry standard and regulation. Maybe we can next to the next slide. So that is our presentation for today, guys. Thank you for your participate and your time to hear and see our presentation. And yeah, thank you, guys.